Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo January 29, 2023. You prefer sharing your ideas or activities with someone rather than going it alone with today's moon transits. Someone can indirectly help you see yourself more clearly. Mentally, however, you can be going back and forth. With many options in front of you today, it may be best to sort out priorities. If you're waiting for something to happen, it will likely be a tense day. However, if you have a goal in mind, you can manage this energy and be productive. Enjoy new ideas that keep you enthusiastic, but consider that details will need more attention later. Tensions lie in overblown expectations. Your intimate needs have become radically different in recent years, especially since 2018. This is because the Great Awakener planet Uranus has been throwing thunderbolts and sprinkling stardust from your solar house and will continue to orbit here until 2026. Another way this could have affected you is that your significant other's assets, investments, or income has seen major shifts or ups and downs, especially if you're married or in a serious domestic partnership. This could be pushing you to make a change where you can finally win bigger than ever before. Put yourself first. Although it might be challenging to focus on what you want to prioritize, you should still take Mercury in Capricorn squaring Chiron in Aries as your sign to be a little selfish with your career path. There might be unsavory feedback or comments that may hinder your confidence to pursue some of your desired professional commitments. Even if this is not what you were hoping to hear, then do not think that this is a sign to give up. You should take it as a chance to put your obligations, partnerships, and arrangements first. The moon returns for its second visit to your financial sector for the year today, only to find that there has been a sea change since when it began the year here. That sea change only happened 5 days ago, with the moon's first visit since Uranus' direct turn bringing a chance to look to the future rather than the past. You have great character and want to make the most of a bad experience, once you are far enough away from it. Nothing will help you get through hard times more than regular exercise that involves deep breathing. It sorts out the body and mind by generating the flow of freshly oxygenated blood and improving your circulation. Yoga is probably something you do already. Try to find the best time of day to practice for you and make it a healthy habit. If you have had to deal with a loss in your life recently, this day can help you to find closure. As painful as loss can be, it is a regular and natural occurrence in everyone's life. Sometimes you can see it coming and try to prepare, other times, it just hits you like a ton of bricks. It's important that you take the time to feel your grief before you can effectively move on. Let this day give you the strength to tap into your sorrow. Just because Venus is spending her first full day in your busy work sector doesn't mean that life will become all work and no play, not now or anytime soon. However, while Venus leaves behind planets in a fun, playful, romantic and creatively charged part of your chart that won't always be there, backup is on the way that will maintain a strong presence. In the meantime, while there are planets on the way that will make life a lot busier, Venus is more focused on giving your heart a voice before they return. It is just as the moon is wrapping up its first visit to your relationship sector for the year that a clash between the asteroid Juno here and the dwarf planet Ceres in Libra starts to separate. That the moon was here as it peaks may have amplified any tension between your personal and relationship needs while making everything more transparent. This is being balanced by the growing romantic confidence a day after Venus left your romantic sector. Our eyes in the sky. Mercury in Capricorn squares off with healing centaur Chiron, currently in Aries. This transit gives us a chance to understand and process the deep wounds that need to be healed within ourselves. Also, we might feel moved to check in on those people who aren't in a good emotional place and show that we care. Being there for others in their time of need is extremely important now. Action you take today may significantly annoy someone else in your workplace. Other people's moods are going to put a damper on you and your work, but this is no reason to slow down or change course. Continue on regardless of others. A tendency to push yourself forward creates an adverse impression with the people you meet. Even if it's not intentional, your attitude disrupts any potential for things to run smoothly. Try to restrain yourself. Otherwise, you're unlikely to impress anyone since your boastful manner makes you seem conceited and unapproachable. Full of positive energy, the composure you're able to show is obvious for all to see and indicates that your mind and body are in total harmony. Allow others to share in your positive outlook. Try to get them to join you in your regime for healthy sporting activity or exercise routines. You find you're a good motivator. Are you in need of money to invest in new projects? Then go ahead with your plans, because circumstances are favorable. Friends who give you advice are being honest with you for the most part. If you want to purchase something, you can do it now. You will make the right choice and won't be misled by sales staff. In the pre-dawn hours, Mercury in Capricorn squares off with Chiron in Aries, making communication a challenge. Today's events cause us to feel insecure or ignorant. Instead of backing off when we experience a conflict, we double down. Others fail to understand our logic and our worst fears become a self-fulfilling prophecy, that we may not know as much as we think. Ultimately, forcing ourselves to overcome misunderstandings or projections makes us better communicators. But it won't feel like it today. Not until we have some distance from our current dilemma will we be able to understand its significance. You're not making the headway you think you ought to be making, feeling confined you want to make some changes to your life. You need to put the new ideas and plans you have into action. Don't delay any longer. If you share your thoughts and ideas with those closest to you, you're able to rely on their steadfast support for the future. You may find yourself rushing from one place to another. People demand your attention and want to involve you in their conversations. The sound advice you can contribute, provide the necessary impetus required to implement new schemes or ideas that result. Take some well-deserved leisure time for yourself. After sunup, Mercury opposes Pallas, the goddess asteroid of sacred wisdom, in Cancer. This aspect is a frustrating complement to the Mercury-Chiron square. We feel inept and unable to visualize a path forward in our predicament. It appears there are too many hurdles to overcome to anticipate any kind of victory. However, because Pallas is currently retrograde, we are encouraged to reconsider our plans without stressing over their future implementation. Back up and get perspective. The more you push your point, the less headway you are going to make. Consider a holistic approach to this issue. Perhaps you should be listening and empathizing more than speaking.